And I think, the fact that what we saw over the last couple of days when the polls moved a little bit the other way was telling you that people are concerned about that. I mean, bringing this back to Asia, which I guess is where I have more sort of, exposure, for us, we think that irrespective of what we see in the US, we've seen a clear move, whether it's been by China, whether it's been Korea, towards backing up this sort of goals around what is happening with environmental concerns or what, etc. We think that's quite a positive outcome. So even if we do see the US not have an outcome around Biden the blue sweep, and they're back a little bit more off from that, may see hits occurring, to some of those new energy stocks, et cetera, in the US. But we think that movement and that, towards, ESG, it will continue to happen in Asian markets.
Right, Joshua, but hasn't the Biden trade played out in Asia as well? I mean, to Nancy's point, while we're seeing that priced in the US, hasn't some part of that trade or that sort of call or setup in the markets played out in this part of the world? And so what does it mean for investments going into China, Korea, Japan, in lieu of there being a contested vote or a divided outcome?
Yeah, so I think if we do get a contested outcome, obviously that is going to, that's going to create concern in market, and that's going to impact all markets globally. However, we think that if we look at Asia and we say, irrespective of what that happens, what are we seeing in Asia? So we're seeing in North Asia, we're seeing a decline in terms of, COVID rates, and even in the Southeast Asian markets in India, where the infection rates have not been coming down. The fatality rates are staying very, very low. And we think what that is going to mean that these economies continue to slowly open up. We see consumption start to return. So irrespective of that sort of outcome, we think that Asian markets do sit in a very, very good position.